I've done some additions to this profile. Let me just turn this off. The SATEC profile thing, it's working for the most part. It's getting better. It's a wickedly slow process, but it's getting better. And we're gonna load up. Let's just load up this flight simulator, this mission again. Oops. Okay, so it does this weird crap here. I have to go back and forth. Actually, I didn't want to load that mission. I want to load SAM 1. Oh, we'll put this on here. So, like I said, most of the settings are working. There's still some keys I haven't figured out, which is somewhat disconcerting. There are some keys that I haven't even used yet, but I'm trying to work around the radar. That's the priority. Not that I'm going to use it to attack planes and such, but I want to know. I want to understand the radar, which is like, you know, tracking aircraft and that sort of thing. I'm only like probably 25% on a learning curve with that thing. Alright, so our standard here operating procedure is we go ahead and turn these on single, and we can do automatic startup now. And of course I forgot to ask ATC if I can do startup.
Alchik, in field, 1-1, request startup.
Now, as per the last stream, we're gonna look at our settings again, make sure our
Chief, connect ground air supply.
throttle's back to 0.
Copy.
Once we get instruments,
Ground air supply is now connected.
Chief, apply ground air supply.
there's a few things to do.
Copy. Air is now applied.
I'm not gonna worry about attack and actually, as a matter of fact, okay, so we're doing this mission. I want to know how far it is from my plane to here. So that's only 20 nautical miles. And this guy is out there about 20 nautical miles. Or less. So our heading's going to be southwest. Now there's two indicators. There's the course indicator, which
apply ground air supply.
Which you change in relation to a beacon.
Air is now applied.
And then there's a heading indicator, which I can barely see. So I'm just going to go ahead and change this to southwest. Bring our fuel switch onto left. So we're going to watch our fuel gauge and make sure that centers. And this is our secondary attitude indicator. We want to unlock that, uncage it somehow.
Disconnect ground air supply.
So I right click.
Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
This is our gun sight. I'm not going to mess with that right now. We're going to turn on the RWR, which is your warning radar, manually. And we're going to turn on the active radar with our hat switch. And I'm not going to mess with any of the radar functions until we get in the air. We're going to go down here and bring up the nose wheel. I'm going to set our nav lights. Now the nav lights are not switches. There's one beacon switch. That tells us that we're taxiing. There is some other switches here. So that's our warning switch. That tells us what our alarms are over there. The engine instruments light, console lights, floodlights, instrument lights. We could go to we could have a second mode on our joystick, and we could set those navigation lights and fence in and fence out procedures. That would be a good idea. Up here is an IFF panel, which I don't know anything about yet. I'm assuming I was told it doesn't work. We'll look at our weapons, and we should already be armed and ready, and we're not. So we're going to load up the Sidewinder. How that works is it trails our own color, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to use heat-seeking rockets. Let's try. We're going to try these ones. MK5 heaters. Wait, I want to clear that. The inside one is going to be MK5 heaters. And the outside ones are going to be practice smoke. That will light up our target. And we're not going to worry about the external tank because I haven't figured all that out yet. Chaff and flare are evenly matched. With that high explosive.
Request rearming.
Copy.
So now while all that's taking place, our flaps are set to automatic, and when we take off it's still set to automatic, which I don't like. So I'll hit the Shift F button and that will bring the flaps up and set them to manual. And we've got our radar on.
Rearming complete.
There's our weapons. We're all good. We're all good there. Now, let's try to activate a few things on the radar that we were going to work with. So I've got rotary buttons set to range and azimuth. You see, I don't know. That button doesn't seem to be doing anything. And that one doesn't seem to be doing anything. The elevation on the right works. Now I've got two more buttons, or actually 4 buttons set. That is our range, 5, 10, 20, and 40 nautical mile range. And you can see there's a bug. It's actually moving upwards. I don't know why. Okay, so that's that control right there. There's the horizontal. Okay, so I've got this set backwards. So that actually works. It works a little slow. And I don't know why it's drifting. In fact, so we've got to move it and then hit the center. That's up as far as it'll go right there. And that's probably due to the range. So that's working. That's actually what I wanted to find out. So we're going to practice that on the E3 bird when we get out there. Now I might be able to reverse those two. Actually, I think I can do that now because those buttons are in here. There's an azimuth and a range. I think those are the two. So these need to be changed. So this clears. This clears. This needs to be X. And this needs to be Y. And we're going to save the profile. We'll do the search now on the radar. Now the E3 is out 20 miles. And I don't know exactly how that E3 aircraft sets its range and everything. We have rockets enable here. External stores, ripple bomb, safe, rocket dispensers all the way to the right. And then to activate that, that switch has to be in the up position. That's our fence-in mode. And then active here. So our flight check is complete and we're good to go. Wait, can I get taxi clearance? It said request takeoff.
Nalchik, in field, 1-1, request takeoff.
flyby. So now that our HSI indicator is set, we know what direction to fly in. We could probably bring our antenna elevation, reset that. Get rid of that. Well, I could just go here and disable that for now. There's the E3. Now, that might show up only because, like, we should be in the air. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the E3 on our tail. And we're rolling. And we've got a good hands-free takeoff. I don't know what happened the last time. Like the wheel brakes kept coming on or something, and I couldn't get any speed. You tell me, you know. Now we'll work on our trim. I think our trim is good, I don't know. So the EW, the E3 is not on. Alright, we've got, we're climbing at 4,000 feet per minute. Even though it doesn't look like it. Turn the radar back on. We're going to try to acquire that E3 on our radar. Our bird's climbing very well. Let's see if we can drop the speed down. That will affect the nose trim. See if we can trim the nose here. There's the plane. It was there a minute ago, then it disappeared. We still have a climbing attitude. Our speed looks good. There's the plane right in front of us, and it's not showing up on radar. It was earlier, and I don't see it now. it is. Let's see if I can get a lock. Alright, so we need to, we're going to disable this. There's the SA3. Now we're going to disable this tracking. We're going to fence in here. Bring up our gun sights to manual. I'm going to set that to around 30-ish. We are now fenced in. So somewhat down there is an SA3. We're going to find out the hard way where it is. That's off to our left here somewhere. I think it's on that second ridge over there. Right on top of that second ridge. Somewhere. Not tracking. I forget to fence out my lights. I don't see that damn frickin' Sam. And I don't honestly know why it doesn't fire on me. I thought it was on that ridge. Now I thought I had a look-back key. It's not assigned. It's on one of those ridges. There's that HUD fog. It says it's on our nose. Maybe it's up over this bridge. Oh, there it is. my... I don't have my flare and my chaff and flare set up. Damn it. It's not shooting at us. Oh, what's that down there? Oh, that's the E3. I have no idea why it's not shooting at us. Rockets are not very good. The rocket smoke's pretty cool. I mean, I'd be dead by now. Whew. Almost hit that one. Now let's fly upside down for a while. Oh, I missed again. Baby. I gotta set up my chaff and flare. Oh, I got something. Set the E3's the tracker of my the E3's still up there tracking me. I think I got one missile left. Oh, it says it's in front of me? Oh, that's the E3. I was thinking that was the SA3 tracking me. That's why I like the smoke, because you can tell where your object is if it's further than 10 miles out. Maybe I got it. Some insurance rockets. Woo. Boom, bada bing, bing, bow. Yeah, baby. So all I gotta do is set up the chaff and flare, because that button's not working. So let's do that. Just controls. It's flare. It comes under flare. Flare release. So flare is flare jettison switch. The flare switch. Flare switch up. That's flare chaff button right there. Q. That's the Q button. And I have to find. We use the middle right button. Top right middle. So that's fire B. And that's Q. Wait a minute, what the hell? Fire A, fire B. Top of thruster, middle thruster, that's the fire D button. I got sidetracked there a little bit. Fire D, that's going to be the Q button. And that's going to be flare chaff. I don't even know why I typed these in because that stuff doesn't even come up on the controls. So we want to save that profile. And I have to clear the profile and then reload it. And I should be good to go. And I am. And we'll drop some chaff and flares here. So y'all can see. Oh, the joystick's a little bit messy, wonky on me here. At high speed, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen now if I go totally upside down, if I lose fuel pressure. Hang on a minute here. I'm engaged in multiple conversation here. Oh. I'm just gonna turn this thing upside down. I'm gonna fly upside down. I want to see what happens here. Now we should lose fuel flow. Now I can trim this. Oh, he's going to negatively pass out. So I'm going to stop the stream for a while. It's a pretty good game. We're getting better here.